Hello guys and welcome to episode 5 of Divine-Blocks. Today we've got a bit of a specific thing that I'd like to get done. What we're going to do is we're going to set up, expand our island, and we're going to set up our farming on our crop strips. And the best way to do it when you've got fly is to build it so that you can fly along the edge and just you're essentially farming as you go, and you can do it really quick, and you're just quickly swiping left and right to be able to do it. So that's what we're going to do. Last episode, we expanded our cactus farm a little bit. We did some general farming. We expanded the furnaces. We created a furnace area, which I've done a little bit more expanding on. I'll quickly can show you. So this here has now got all super furnaces, which is great. And we've got a bit of a chest system going on just to capture all of the good blocks so we want to come and sell it. So, first and foremost, we are just going to do, I didn't want to do this off camera, so let's just do the lucky block. So, all inventory shuffles so far, 1,000 Skycoins, 2,500 XP, and the rest are all shuffles. So that was a pretty ridiculous one. We did get some gold blocks though, pretty rubbish. And we got a couple of hoppers as well, which is handy. We got ourselves our ore hopper and a mob hopper, another mob hopper, which will definitely come in handy at some point. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to pop them into our PV. Let's just open the enchant books and see if there's anything that might help us with what we want to do today. Medicate, yes, we can do that, but we don't need that today. Radiate, no. Report, no. Extinguish, no. Rail, no. And lumberjack 3, yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to open them today. I'm going to put them in PV, and we'll do that in a future episode. Let's just open the pet egg and get ourselves a cow pet. So let's just pop some of this unnecessary stuff that we don't need right now. We don't need a bow and arrow or all that at the moment. Let's move all of that out of the inventory. I will keep food on me just in case. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the command IS upgrade, IS deposit Skycoins first and foremost. Deposit Skycoins all. And what that does is takes 156,766.15 Skycoins and puts them into my IS bank, which you can see has got no cash in it and has now got 158,895.49 Skycoins, which is enough for us to select this option to make our island 50 by 50. There we go, and we've now got 50 by 50. So what we should see is when we get over here, we're no longer at the border. You can see the border is much further. So what that allows us to do, and again, all the way over here, it creates a huge workspace canvas for us to work on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build our farms along this edge here. Okay, so I essentially want to start by marking the edges. So let's go into my PV3 where I have gathered cobblestone, and we've got lots of dirt, and I've got some in my PV4 as well. But first and foremost, let's just get ourselves to our borders, our island edge. And there is the island edge that way. Here, just so we know what we're working with. There we go. We don't want to be. I find going right to the edge is a pain when farming, because sometimes it's a bit iffy when you're trying to get the crops that are there. But let's just build ourselves this here, this, and let's move that along. There we go. Right, so this is going to be the start of our farms. So what I want to do, and I'm going to do it in a style of, I want to be able to sit here like this and then get down to crop level and just literally hold down the right key and move along, okay, and strafe backwards and forwards. So what I want to do is I'm going to do that in twos, or the way I do it is I do it in twos. I'm sure there are more efficient ways of doing it, but what I want to do is do that in twos, and that's how we're going to do it, like that. So what we're then going to do is we're going to do that, so we'll mark that there, and we'll mark that there, and we'll mark that there, and we'll mark that there like that, and like there like that, and that has worked out brilliantly. It doesn't always do that, but fortunately it has this time, which is good. So let's just mark the end, the start and the end of our of where our strips are. Right, let's get the dirt into our inventory space, and let's just do this. If you do the end, do either end. A, you make sure you are putting things on the right level. This block is refusing to die. But what it also does, it also means that you don't end up flying off the edge of your island and get teleported back to the start. So, because you're always going to run into the other side of your block. Okay. Now, while I'm kind of doing this, how I have built farms on Skyblocks in the past is I have built a lower level, and then I just go up. I just build up, and our farms go up into the sky. But I'm going to just we haven't got lightless crops yet. You have to get you have to upgrade your island to get lightless crops, which means that we can't at the moment block out the sunlight, because you cannot then plant the seeds, and they certainly won't grow even if you did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep it so that there is a bit of sunlight, and if I have to, I will light it up with torches, but I'd rather not. And what I want to do is I want to go underneath, and I'm then going to go back to my cobblestone, and I'm going to pop cobblestone there, pop it there, there, and there. I don't really need to do it there, actually. Let's just get rid of that for the time being. Don't need that there. Because what I'm going to do is create a trough. So when I'm moving along, if any drops don't drop off the edge, they don't drop into the abyss, and we lose them. And then these farms are much more efficient. You're not losing things as you go along. So let's just do that. And while I'm doing that, so the intention for today in particular is to get carrots, beetroot, potato, pumpkins, melons, and wheat down. And if we have the cash at the end of this, I will get some soul sand, and we will get ourselves a nether wart farm up and running as well. There you go. You can see that's generally how I kind of do my strip farms. There we go. Right. So now we get to till. Now on OPBlocks, which is the server we're playing on, all plants are waterless. Some Skyblock servers require you to purchase the upgrade to get waterless crops, but generally speaking, that really quite likes some of the servers. So certainly this server group has decided that you will get automatic water saturation of your farm. And therefore we don't need to worry about putting water down. So let's go over here firstly into this chest here and find some of the goodies that I've been collecting as I have been grinding this week. We'll leave the nether in there for the time being. Let's just put the pumpkins into seeds. Let's make the melons into seeds, and then let's harvest all of this. Of course, I could stop myself, but it's just quicker to just fall and restart. Let's get rid of all of this. Now, some of this might be replanting because I'm using a hoe, so it does sometimes replant. But I'm going to reuse this area for something else, so I don't actually want any of this to grow in here. So I want to just try and make sure that I've got all of that. I'm going to go into, because we've obviously what we did last time is we put our crop hoppers down, and that crop hopper's got nothing underneath it. Why is that? Unusual. Okay, let's just pop a double chest under that. Strange. Okay. I think we're getting a nice build up of cactus as well. We don't need our wheat in there. We can take all of our seeds from here. So let's just go back to our PV3 and let's just pop our blocks back into our PV3 because now we're all about the planting of the seeds. So that we can do that. There we go. Not that. Don't need that. Yeah, let's take that and that, and that. Have we got anything in our overflow? No, we just got a bit of redstone which we can just dispose of. Pumpkin there. We do actually just staring him right in the face. Pumpkin here and a pumpkin here. And we're going to take these up as well. And of course, I've then also breaking all of my farm. There we go. Right. Okay. Cool. So let's go over here. So what we'll do is we'll start by putting carrots on this row. Now that is not going to plant everything, but it's going to fly too quick for the game to catch up. You end up not really planting things properly. So I think the in my head, I think the way I want to do this is I'm going to have carrots all the way up, beetroot all the way up, wheat all the way up, potatoes all the way up. And then what we might do is repeat this on the other side of my island for the other crop types. And we'll just kind of do it. So it'll be as you sweep along, you then go up a level, and that's when you then go to do one crop type at one crop type at a time. That's, I think, how I'm going to do it. I don't know if that's the most efficient way of doing it, but that's the way I'm going to do it for this season. Potatoes down. Right, let's get the wheat down. So I have had some comments and some feedback, so really appreciate those people who've given me feedback and comments about some quite vociferous comments about me using Bedrock. I do plan to certainly give Java its due and a chance in some, not in this series, but in some future episode. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and give Java a go as well. I have tried to declutter my screen a little bit, so I've turned my menus down. Things are a lot less chat. So hopefully you can see more of the Minecraft actual window rather than the gubbins around it. So thank you very much for those people who gave me the feedback there. So right, okay, so that's kind of that side. I think what we will do, let's go to our PV3. Let's get some more cobblestone, because what I'm gonna do, just for completeness, is I'm just going to expand this all the way over this side to the edge of the border. Oh, that's very. Can you see what I mean? Off the edge. There we go. Right, so our island is very off centre. So it's very off centre. There we go. Okay, so let's get these blocks down here. So we know it's 100 by 100, so but it doesn't appear that the island is in the centre, which is unusual. I may be completely wrong, but it doesn't look like it's in the centre. There we go. Right, this should be the start of this side's farm. Interesting. Yeah, it does. It looks like we're going to have a bigger farm on one side than on the other. I'm not particularly complaining. Oh, maybe I'm completely off my rocker because wow. Okay, right. Well, I've completely messed up. So that's not the full length of the farm. Okay, right. Okay, that was good, right? Okay, well, nice to know. So let's just not use a an axe on cobblestone. There we go. Right. Okay, well I suppose that's good. It just means that we can expand our farm a bit further, which is good. Right, so let's do that. Let's take that all the way along to here. And then let's take all of that all the way along as well. And I should bump into the barrier. Yes, I do. That's good. Well, there's me thinking that we'd reached the end of our barrier. We obviously haven't, so we can put all of it on that all of our farm on this side. I think that is definitely what I will do, which is good because, like I said, we can go this way. I'm not entirely certain why I didn't realise that. So let's just span this along here like that. What's handy? I thought it's strange. I thought it was a bit weird, but there we go. Right, this is probably going to waste all my cobblestone. Let's see if we can try and keep as much of it as we can. Right, okay. Game is playing funny beggars. So the server was actually down a bit earlier on today. So whether it is still waking up a little bit, or it appears that the ground is falling down underneath me, despite the fact that I'm not actually touching, well, I certainly don't look like I'm touching the dirt, but I seem to be creating myself a nice little jigsaw pattern, which, yeah, fun and games. Let's get that dirt there. Alright, okay. Right. Put that down there, and we are, of course, one dirt short. So let's go into our PV. We need to go into our PV3. Our PV3 anyway. Let's get the dirt down from there, and then the cobblestone. What I'm going to do is just pop the crops back up there for the moment, just while we remark out the boundaries a bit better. PV3. There we go. Let's get our cobblestone down, and as you can see, I've also got loads of dirt and cobblestone in there as well, so I am well loaded with materials for this. So let's do what we did before. Let's first and foremost, let's mark where our farms are going to come to, so we know that they're going to come there, like that. They're going to go there and there, and there, and there, there and there. I mean, the number of strips that I'm doing does suggest that we may be able to repeat these are the different crop types. There's certainly not that many crop types, so if that's the case, then that's good. It means we're on the same level. But in a previous season that I did, which I didn't record on, I did it. It looked a bit like a multi-story car park. My crop farms, very angular. And we're going this way as well, are we? Right, okay. Right. Okay, well, I'm making a complete hash of this today. I am going to... Right, okay. Alright, fair enough. Why not? Did expect that this would take much longer than I anticipated, so I will just do that. And what I will do is let's just get like that. There we go. Get rid of you. You causing me a headache. Of course, that block is taking a while to disappear. I find that when you are placing blocks while flying, it can sometimes be a little bit buggy, but it's certainly much quicker than placing them on the ground. So I'm not complaining. It just means you have to just be a little bit aware that you may find some random gaps here and there, but I'm not really too bothered by it. There we go. Right, so that takes us right along that side. And this is going to come all the way along here, so let's do that. Let's take this along there like that, all the way to here, and of course it's thrown me off the edge, which is why you put the cobblestone down first. It just prevents that sort of thing from happening. But yeah, there we go. Right, so let's get our bit of cobblestone together. Let's get rid of that. Come on, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right. I don't know why I've just done that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and that, go. Okay, so let's take this all the way along over here to mark the border. Like that. Right, then we can do that all the way along here. We're obviously not going to go out there straight away, but just allows us again to mark these like that, he says. Let's do one more strip. There we go. Bring it all the way along over here. Let's fill in these gaps. I have not done that right, have I? No, I haven't. This is wrong. Oh, great. There we go. Get rid of that. I know we've lost all them blocks, but... Right. Okay, into our PV4, where the rest of the dirt is hiding. There we go. Move the cobblestone there. Right. Okay, now we are cooking on gas. Come on, fly please. There we go. Take that all the way along. Like that. Let's get that. There we go. Got a random set of seeds in there, which is just scuppering our plants somewhat. There we go. And then connect that up. And then let's get the full block. All the way along, keeping an eye on when the block's going to run out, so I can slow down, switch to the next set of blocks, and do that all the way along. There we go. Right. Okay, this is coming on nicely now. There we go. Right. Let's expand these all the way along. Like that. I think when you are doing this more often, what you do get a bit of a sense of, I'm about to fall off the island, and therefore you kind of know when to stop. You know, it just takes a little bit of time to get practice it, to get used to it. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay. I know it seems tedious, but these are the sort of things you need to do to get a good economy going on this game. Right. Okay, that seems to be good. Right. Let's. This definitely can be done by flying. You know, you can till the land quite quickly. Tilling bits. Faster as well, so let's just till all of that. Yep. He says, completely not doing what I just said I was going to do. There we go. There we go. There. And then this is the fun bit. Right down this end. Should, if I didn't miss the cursor there, fly all the way along until all of that up. Go. Okay, this is our wheat lane, I think it is. Go. So these are our potatoes, I think. Our carrot lane. Go. Okay, we can go all the way. This is going to be our our melon lane. Why did that strange. you. This is our beetroot lane, which we haven't got a lot of beetroot grown yet. So, right, okay, excellent. So let's go back to our PV3 and let's put, in fact, let's put these in our PV4. And then the rest of the PV3 like that, and then we can bring our extra seeds down. Let's just split our pumpkins into more pumpkin seeds so we can make the start of our. I'm going to start in the middle and put pumpkin seeds down there like that, and then I'm going to do the same with melon here, and we will, as we get more melons and more pumpkins, we will build them up. We do actually have more melons. Let's put that into there, get the seeds, there we go, and then we can expand this all the way along to there like that. And carrots, there, like that. Recognise that I need to expand my cobblestone, which we will do in a second. And let's go up this end with the rest of the carrots, all the way along to there, all the way down there, like that. And that is perfect, lovely. Okay, potatoes, let's get them in here. We'll soon find out whether I've put the right way into them. I think they're definitely potatoes. Yes. Along, like that. All the way along like that. There we go. Okay, right. Let's get our wheat seeds. Populate our wheat. That. Okay, good stuff. Let's go to this end and do the same again. And same again there. Okay, good. Right. Now let's get. Let's just finish off. Oops. Finish off with PV3. Where we get our cobblestone. Let's put our seeds back up and our dirt back up, because what I want to do is I want to just go in and add our one there, one there, one there, and we'll do the rest of them after, and then let's just fly along here. Let's create our little trough, because there is nothing worse than flying along here, harvesting all your crops, feeling really good about yourself, and then finding that all the drops have dropped into the abyss and into oblivion, and you have lost all of the crops you've got. Especially when you don't have as much auto replanting functionality at this point, because you need a decent farmer's harvester, which is herbalism 1000. You need a decent farmer's harvester with herbalism 1000 that will auto replant everything, providing you have inventory, the seeds in your inventory. There's nothing worse than losing all of the seeds and then finding you've got a strip mine and you can't replant it. Sorry, a strip farm and you can't replant it. Yeah, I mean, it's first world problems, all that, but as far as problems in Minecraft go, it's similar to early episodes when I sold all my wood and saplings and then wasn't able to regrow my trees, so I had to go on that. Well, can all be described as adventure to try and find ourselves a skeleton spawner to be able to get the bone meal, to then bone meal a couple of trees that I did have to be able to get more stuff. So yes, there we go. That is how our farm's going to be, and like I said, I'm going to take it right along to the edge, and I am actually going to take it to the edge, and as you can tell, I've done that because I've just crashed off the edge, so just need to get a little bit more careful like that, and that will be the outline of our full farming system. And like I said, I will add lanes, and in the Just a plan for kind of for those who have been watching. I am going to do a live stream of building my cactus farm a bit higher. It's gonna literally be a cactus farm building stream, live stream. So that's what I'm planning on doing in a couple of episodes. It's actually been on Friday night, so watch out for that. I'm gonna do a live stream on Twitch, I think. Though I might try a live stream on YouTube, or might try and do both. I don't know if you can, but I will certainly give it a go. But yeah, that is kind of how we're going to do it. And then, you know, as we establish, and what I'll do is I'll do a bit off camera. I'll farm all of these off camera and then replant them. And then what we'll then do is we'll start going up with the crops we've got. In a future, a couple of episodes time, what I'm going to then do is I'm going to do cocoa beans, cactus, sugarcane, and netherwort. Just trying to get all the crop types down. I do need to get glowberries as well, which are a really good way of getting your herbalism up, and I'm going to get them hanging down from the island, so we'll do that. So, before we call it an episode, do we have another lucky block to hit? No, we have to wait 12 minutes. We do have a grind pass available to us, so let's go and see what we get from that, and we get... nothing because it's the premium ones, that's fine. Let's do our daily spinner. See what we get from the daily spinner. 60 head tokens, great. Let's our daily login. What we got from our daily login, 40 H tokens, head tokens again. Now we do actually have some completed island missions as well. So let's go into here, into island missions. And let's see what we've got unlocked. So let's claim all from that. So there's nothing in there. Yes, oops. Yes, missions. Claim all, nothing there. Claim all, nothing there. Claim all, nothing there. Have we got anything in the tier 5? Nothing. I thought we got some island missions unlocked, but never mind. What we will do is we'll go to our servant and let's just see what our servant gives us. Absolutely loads of stuff, which is brilliant because we need cobblestone for what I've got planned in a couple of episodes' time. So let's just put all of that up into my PV, and then what we'll do is we'll pop the rest into our chest system, which is pretty full. So let's go down here. Let's use our super furnace here. Let's turn these into blocks first and foremost. Why is that not remembering the blocks? That's interesting. Why is that doing that? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Let's turn all of them into blocks. Just so inventory management. This is the name of the game. Put the raw copper in there. Pop the redstone into that. Pop the lapis into that. The extras into that. Okay, yeah, good. That, I think we'll call it an episode there. I will do more off stream. I'm going to reset this back down to normal cobblestone. I will continue to harvest the crops. What I will do, and what I am going to do, is I'm going to move the crop hoppers and the chests into the new area. Now let's just have a look quickly while we still have a little bit of time. Borders. Okay, so we've got. Okay, we're over quite a lot of different chunks. So to be able to get a really effective crop farm going, we're going to need lots of mob hoppers, which means we're going to need lots of cash, or we're going to need to get lucky with some of the drops that we get from our lucky blocks, etc, etc. So what it is, just last thing to do is I can claim the votes for today, and then what we'll do is we'll go to get the vote keys, and then we will call that a good un, job wise. So warp crates, try not to move, there we go. Lots of error messages. We love. Shift click and see what we get. Hopefully we get hoppers. Right. Ore hopper, squid spawner, skeleton spawner, rabbit spawner. Lots of iron. Yes, right, okay. So yeah, that's where it is. So let's just go back home. Okay, so I think that's what we'll do. So I think we'll call that an episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support so far. At last count, the 3 videos that I'll publish at this point, the 4th one goes live tonight, we've got an amazing reaction to it. So thank you very much for those who have watched. Thank you for those who've given feedback. I will take it on board, and I'm trying my best. This is my first kind of proper series of doing videos, so really appreciate all the support that's been given. And yeah, and we'll call it a day. Hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.